Them know our style, you know.
Yeah. What?
You know, we
Oh
can't see
boy,
them because we're
late
wild, you
night.
know. Girls
Yeah,
and
late
pride, you
night.
know.
Brother the Benz the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road, we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus.
All right.
All right.
You got me up at almost midnight. It's way past my bedtime. Listen, I am not in the season of getting Botox, so I gotta get sleep. You know, I'm in between sugar daddies. I can't afford my own Botox. Hopefully the tide will be turning soon because I need a touch up. This is not of God, honey. This is not of God. I need my Botox. I need to lose like 20 pounds and I need Botox.
Yeah, I need to lose 20 pounds too.
Yeah, I do. I
So,
have been,
so
my eating habits have been disgusting.
all right. So let me see what I got here. Just want to
So
show you
are
some
those the hoodies or are those the t-shirts?
the t-shirt samples and then the hoodie samples.
Did you get bulky women? We don't need a big bulky hoodie. We want women's. You gotta go to Bella Canvas and get the woman's hoodie.
No. These are just men's hoodies.
Yeah,
I mean, basically for me.
what? I thought we were
But
selling these.
we are, but for men. But I mean, they're unisex.
That is not unisex. That would be a dress on me. I would belt that and put a heel on.
Come on, that's tiny. It's a
I would put
triple
a
X.
belt around it and put a heel on. I put my little sequence booty shorts underneath it and then put a belt on it and put a heel on. Actually, it's 2024. Nobody wears belts anymore.
I do.
Out of necessity, not because it's fashion forward.
Well, I mean, has belts ever been fashion forward?
Yes. You don't remember in the early 2000s when all the girlies were, remember when you were when you were at the white people clubs and all the girls were wearing those big chunk wide belts around stupid t-shirt dresses for no reason? If you go back in
I mean,
your archives, you'll see them.
the only time I thought a belt was fashion forward is when we used to get the name belts, get our name on the belt. You remember those? You
Oh,
don't remember that?
oh my God, I'm so more. Yes, I remember. Remember when they would like it was like the flashing light that would go across. Why did we do that?
Well, that was the re-edition.
Why? Why did that happen? Whose
I don't know because
idea was it to walk around with like a flashing sign?
I think it was a remake of the belt that you put your name in.
But it was like an LED screen. It looked like, remember? It looked
Yeah,
like a
yeah, that
storefront.
was that was yeah, that was late early
That was like the 2000s.
this is the 2000s. But I'm talking about the belt back in the
That's the
80s
early
that had
2000s.
yeah. All right, let me show you this hoodie. Hold on.
I don't remember the belt back in the 80s that had your name on it. Are you putting a hoodie on top of a hoodie? That is diabolical. That's cool.
What happened?
I like it.
So
I
it has
like
like,
the way it comes up high. Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
then it
like
has
that.
this.
Right. What size is that one? Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
very Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
yeah, I'm definitely not going to sell this to black people because they're going to just use it to rob people. And I don't want any robbery in a Bobby Shakes hoodie.
I'm not laughing at Listen, we both know that niggas do not like us historically. They're not buying your merch, babe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't sell this to black people. They're going to, because look at it.
Black people are gonna buy that shit. Now niggas, they'll rob you. But black people will buy it. I love it. I want one in like a double XL because I wear it as a dress.
So here's the problem, because Chinese people are super small. This is a triple
Right.
X.
That's a triple X.
This is a
Yeah, you
triple.
can't. Yeah, you have. That's a personal. You can't do anything with that. You can't. You can't merch those out at all. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Because that's tight on you.
Just tight. I can't even fit in it.
Yeah, it's very J. Crew on you. I mean, you're giving Fashion Nova men in that. Honestly, I don't know why.
Yeah, this
I don't
is.
know why
Yeah, this.
I don't know why I'm up right now. Honestly, I should be in bed. Oh, I am in bed, but I should be asleep or watching like one of my old episodes of Cheers.
Yeah, I'm not selling this to black people, but this would be a pretty dope way to do the stream.
It's if you're gaming or if you're playing poker. It's
What
for like a
happened?
15-year-old kid. You could sell them to 15-year-old kids, 16-year-old kids.
Yeah, and see, look,
Yeah.
where is it?
If you put a cool Bobby Shakes, a kid-friendly Bobby Shakes logo on it, not these beautiful nymphs that you have in the background of this screen, half naked, praising something.
Yeah, it's 3X.
Oh, that's crazy. It's definitely that's an extra large at best.
I would say a large at best.
At best. But I like it. I like the way it's cut. So those are for girls.
Yeah, because I need a hoodie.
Well,
I need a
that's
hoodie
not
for
gonna work.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
that's
that you
definitely not
gotta
going to
go
work
to
for me.
Bella Canvas. That's not gonna work. You need to go to Bella Canvas.
You think so?
Yeah, Bella Canvas is gonna be the one. Their quality is amazing.
Let me see here. Bella.
Well, anyway, did
Bella.
you see the I tagged you in the video on TikTok. Did you look at it?
Um, let me see here.
I don't want to pop out. They had a whole party in Brooklyn after the. Am I saying his name right? Kes
Yeah,
concert.
yes.
Kes. It was like Boston could never, like ever. Like number one, not that we could never because we like to party, but we could
Right.
never get away with what happened in Brooklyn. Never. The Boston police would be in the street so quick, shutting it down. Let's be honest, Boston is very. They would shut it down so
Yeah,
quick.
I don't understand. I don't understand why we can't do stuff like that in Boston.
Because
I think
first of all, racism.
racism is pretty bad out here.
Second of all, there's not going to be a shooting at a
Right.
and tall people like the
Hey.
in the air. The
Come
Soca
on,
people,
come on.
Soca holidays. Soca is about love and having fun. Listen, it's not. I love reggae. I love the dance hall, but when you have a dance called daggering,
Right. I mean, I'm not
hijinks
going to argue
are
with you.
bound to
Definitely not.
There's lots of things going on in the dance hall.
Yeah, I think.
In the Soca hall, it's just a lot.
Yo, let me hold on a second here. Yeah, you got to see these Kess photos. So what was it? It was. You told me that it
Yours?
was an
I think I
after
went to
party.
yours. In the street.
Yeah,
It was not planned. They were so hyped up. They had so much serotonin. Streets of Brooklyn,
crazy.
literally having a party. It was unbelievable. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful display. And you know the carnival in Trinidad is coming up, right? I saw it.
I believe
They
so.
were
Yes.
First of all, the pictures are amazing.
Like, look. I mean, you're right. Like this is just people having a really, really good time.
There's nothing like the energy of and the energy and the vibe of soca music. I don't know what they're saying. I promise you I don't know what's going on, but I know whatever it is, it's happiness. Look at that.
Like,
look at that. She's so happy. She looks like she's going to cry. I mean, honestly, look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable.
It's just not. It's no guns. It's no people bad minding me. Yeah. He had a drummer, a guitarist, a bassist, a dude on keys, and just a DJ.
Yeah, Kess is playing no games. When I tell you the people in Brooklyn were in the road having the time of their lives. They were flags from Trinidad and Tobago in the cold winter air, swaying to and fro as if it was 95 degrees. It was what? 19 degrees, 20 degrees last night in New York City.
Had to be 20 degrees last night in New York City.
Maybe it was, and actually it could have been colder than that. It could have been 18 because we were like 17 last night.
Yeah. Look at this black girl. Look at her. She's like, I mean,
and first of all, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. And I don't know what lens you used, but you can literally see all of her little she's beautiful. Whoever that woman is, she's gorgeous.
And
that's a great picture. You need stickers. Do you have any more stickers?
I do.
You need to be giving them out. I'm going to have to take a nap and come to one of these with you so I can hand out your stickers to the people so they can go on you know what I mean? Be encouraged to go on the website and find their pictures. Like we used to do.
Like we used to do. Yeah, I just think it's just a different, it's just a vibe.
Look at that.
Look
at the generation of ages.
Right.
You see young, you see old, you see like a whole generations of people.
Yeah, Kess. I have no idea what he's saying. I have no idea what he's saying, but I'll tell you what, like this show,
that happiness.
Like, look at that. That's just people having just a really, really good time.
Her face is representative of happiness, nostalgia, carefree. We don't get those kind of smiles in America very often.
I know, not in this
capacity.
Yeah, it was just,
who smiles like that anymore?
And then just look at the people, like just look at the crowd, look at the love.
It's unbelievable.
You know,
it's unbelievable. Soca to the world.
Yeah, I kind of wish that dancehall had that feel.
It does in certain places. It does. You know when it does? Summer, of course, right?
Summer, right.
Of course. But it does, and I mean, because Unity isn't a venue that has a lot of light, it's very dark in there. they get that energy, but it's hard to capture. And I think you would have to stand on something because it's all one level. You know what I mean? To kind of go down on the crowd, but they have that
Right.
kind of energy. Um, and you have to dance hall culture to me, my virgin opinion. Um, it's about fashion and having that kind of cool
Right.
swag,
Right.
that kind of like I know I'm the shit type personality, and Soca is more carefree and fun, and you don't even need to get dressed up. Just make sure you cover your ass and come to
Right.
dance. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't even wear a heel, come to dance. And dance hall is when you want to put that stuff on and go show out and do your little slow wine. And, you know, I think I may need to go to Unity soon because there is a man.
Unity. So Unity's become the new 3Cs.
Well, it has been, hasn't it? I've only gone to Unity once.
Well,
What's
I
it
didn't
like?
know. So like Britta Dell, she does she does a lot she did the Lady Lava show, and she's the one that actually brought me back outside. And so Unity,
Really?
a lot of the dance hall shows is being held at Unity. I haven't been to K's in a minute.
Okay.
So it seems like most of the shows that I've been to has been at Unity. I've done a couple at K's. I did Spraga Benz at K's, but it seems
Oh, how
that
was that?
Spraga Benz, that
Yeah.
was, hold on a second here. I don't even know. Spraga Benz. When the hell was that? Can't even find the photos.
Was it in the spring or the summer?
It was a couple months ago, I believe.
I haven't been inside K's since I was a little girl.
Oh, stop
I
it.
think the last time I was inside of K's Oasis was like for a hair show when I was 12 or 13 in the 90s. Oh, yes, I saw these pictures. That woman in the black is beautiful. Her outfit
Oh,
is
right
giving.
here. Oh, yeah.
Yes, she's gorgeous.
This was the Caribbean Nights. Oh, this was the Egyptian show.
Okay, right. I've gone through all of these, really.
So when was Spraga Benz? Was Spraga Benz before? Oh, shoot. Oh, here's Spraga Benz. Yeah, here it is. Oh, and you saw our girl.
Yeah, exactly. Rose.
Rose. Is it Ruth?
Ruth. Sorry, Ruth.
Ruth.
Right. Ruth.
She still got it. She's beautiful.
Oh my God, please. She'll never lose it. She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yeah, so I mean, Spraga Benz had a pretty good vibe.
First of all, Spraga Benz is a legend. He's an icon.
He's an icon. He's an icon. He's absolute
he used to
icon.
be on so many rap albums in the 90s. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he used to be on a ton of shit.
Ton of those rap, like when like The Firm, all those rap, Mobb Deep, all of those rappers from Queensbridge, AC, all of,
Right.
They had Spraga Benz. Foxy Brown. Did he and Foxy Brown date?
So I think that,
or were they just really good?
So I think that is the first. I think that is the first urban power couple in black music in our generation.
Spraga Benz and Foxy?
Yeah. Spraga Benz and Foxy. I think that's got to be, 20 years.
Their song together still is amazing.
That has to be 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
longer than that. Longer than 20 years ago. It could be 30 years ago.
Really?
I was in my, so Foxy, because it was Foxy's second album. I was in my early 20s. Maybe I was 21, 22, maybe.
Right. So you might be 30 years.
Right.
Yeah, Spraga Benz is a pretty dope artist. Really dope artist. And Serrani had a good vibe.
First of all, Serrani is every. Let me tell you something about
Go ahead. I'm
Serrani.
listening. I'm all ears.
Serrani's music reminds me of a time when I was in my 20s, obviously,
Yeah.
mid 20s, and the clubs were amazing. I was clubbing from at that time when the whole it's Serrani when that came
Right.
out. And then there was a whole bunch of other like cool little vibey reggae songs. I was clubbing from Boston, Worcester, Hartford, East Hartford to New York and back. And the best reggae clubs that I went to were in Hartford at the
Oh yeah.
time.
Hartford has always had. Hartford
Right.
has always had. So that what is it, the West Indian Social Club? I think it's called the West Indian Social Club. That place
Mhm.
is bananas. I think it holds the whole state of Connecticut.
It's big. And I was engaged to a beautiful Jamaican man at the time, gorgeous. And he was a cheater though, like the rest. Um, but in his defense, he was in his 20s. So what you know what I mean? Like, please, I don't even hold it against him. That's what he
Yeah, I
was
mean you're
supposed to
in
be doing.
20s here. What are you gonna
He
do?
wasn't like you're in 20s, right? Doesn't even matter. Like it's stupid. But we had a good time together, and he could dance. He could dance, and he loved to get dressed and go out. And he was so beautiful. Oh God! And going out with him was just the best ever. He was beautiful. His friends were beautiful. He could dance. The best time ever. The best.
Jesus Christ, Vegas.
I listen. I've had such a great like. My 20s were amazing. It was amazing. I had the best time.
Wow. Well, like it looks like Elon Musk is up to something. So right now,
He's always up to
so right now we're
something.
fully
He's
loaded on
rich.
all social medias. We're fully loaded.
Absolutely. He's always up to something. Listen, we let me tell you something, Bobby Shakes. We are always up to something, and we don't have a
We-
pence of what Elon has. So imagine having billions of dollars. Do you know how much of a menace I would be?
it was so fun.
I would be a menace. I would be a menace. I would be a complete and utter menace. I would be like Karen Huger is drunk behind in that police station telling that man that he is poor and white. I would probably wear a shirt that said, "You are poor and white."
Let me tell you something right now. So the last day, the day before the last day of my kid's school, right? All these parents were running up to the school with these packages, and I
For
to
the
the teacher,
teacher.
and I'm like, "What is this for?"
How black of you.
I mean, I'm the only black guy in the school, right? So I'm like, "What is this for?"
With no
So
present.
I went to a nanny, and I'm like, "Yo, what is this for?" She goes, "Oh, it's presents for the teacher." So I said, "All right, fine." So and, and while everybody's gathered, and there's a great lady from
Right.
England that just came, and she's all like, "I don't know what to get. Should I just get the kids cookies?" And I said, "This is why God did not make me rich. Because if I was rich, I would have had 3 Mercedes Benz top of the line, 3 Maybachs,
For the
just
teachers.
just to cause just to aggravate all the parents."
See, and this is the thing, right? Like, teachers should get more. I'm sure that because of where you are and your area that you're
Right,
in, they probably got so many amazing
right.
gifts, right? But let me tell you something. These public school teachers in the inner cities, they need presents. And I don't care what these parents have to do, but they better call up the boosters because these people basically babysit your children more than they educate them, especially when they start to get into their real behavioral problems in middle school and high school. Of course, they go there to educate the kids, and
Right.
but I'm talking about the teachers. I'm talking about teachers in really difficult districts with an overcrowded classroom, with children who may need more, attention than others, or suffer from more trauma just from, outside circumstances or whatever. Those people need their houses paid off. They need their rent paid. They need the type of support that I just don't think that people think about when they send their children to school every day.
You know what's crazy? So my oldest son, I think he got a C in math. So I called the teacher. I said, "Why are you giving my kid a C in math?" It means my son. I mean, there's got to be some.
Why are you giving him? You didn't say why did he earn a C
No,
in
she gave
class?
him a C. I thought that was a little bit.
He probably earned a
So you
C.
know what she said to me? She said, "Why don't
What?
you come and sit in this classroom?" So I
Yeah.
did. I sat in
Right.
this classroom. The school is off Galvin Boulevard. What's the name of that school?
Now I don't know.
The school is off Galvin Boulevard. And I sat in the classroom, and you won't even believe what I witnessed. Like,
Oh, I can
it was
believe it.
30 kids all yelling and screaming.
Hmm.
There was one kid that was running around the classroom, just like running around the classroom. And the teacher was just throwing math up on the board and erasing it. So this is why, I mean, I hate to say this, right? But this is why the inner city
Hmm.
can't get nowhere. Because if you're actually a kid in the inner city that's like, yo,
I want
I
to
want
go
to
to
go to school and I
school.
want to learn, there's no way you could learn because you're just, it's chaos. And there was one kid, I mean, God rest his soul, he got murdered. Yeah, he got
No.
murdered. His dad was a huge gangster. His dad's locked up. I think his brother got killed. And then he got killed. Yeah,
Oh, that's lovely.
and this breaks my heart. It didn't break my heart that he's dead. That doesn't break my heart. What break my heart is that while the teacher is just trying to, she's just writing on the board and she's screaming out the answer, screaming out the problem. There's one little black nerd in the back of the class trying to jot it down. And this kid is running around the classroom like telling jokes. And he would stop, look at the board, and finish the answer before the teacher put it on the board. And then she would race it and then do problem 2. And by the time she got to the equal sign, this kid was screaming out the answer. So it was basically the teacher throwing the math on the board, this kid running around in the classroom, just doing what 13-year-old nonsense do. And he was
Right.
screaming out the answer. And it breaks my heart that young black man was so educated, but he came from such a fucked up background that his life is lost. And that kid could have been the next physicist, the next engineer,
Hmm.
because he just got math. But
Right.
he was just so bored with school and he didn't really have the structure at home.
Right. To nurture his
His knowledge,
knowledge.
like the fact that that kid got murdered is a disservice. Because right now that kid would be in
Yeah.
college. Like if
Right.
that kid continued on the trajectory that I saw him in, like, was it middle school? It was like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
13
high
is
school. It was high
with
school.
the eighth
Yeah, it's
grade
my
or
old.
ninth
It
grade.
is. It's the 9th grade. That kid right now, there
Okay.
was no need. There was no reason that kid could not be right now in Harvard or Yale
Or
or
MIT
MIT.
with numbers. Right.
And his life was cut short at 15. Yeah, get his head. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
madness.
get his
That's
head blown
madness.
off.
That's
It is.
madness.
It
It's madness.
it breaks my heart that Boston lost the talent.
That's sad. And that's really it's just listen, I have honestly, it's just there's so many things that I used to be really passionate about and used to be like, oh, we have to solve this. And now I'm like, I'm too old now. I'm over it. You know what? If the community hasn't gotten it together by now, every man for themselves, baby. Because the fact that there are parents our age still perpetuating that hood cool culture crap, I don't have anything to say. I'm like, you know what? Be blessed.
Yeah, it's
Be blessed. You know,
yeah, it's it.
I'm not in the business of giving people advice anymore. Be blessed. Don't ask me my opinion. I won't give it. Don't ask me. Don't even ask me if the sky is blue. Google it because I have had
Oh, let
enough.
me put. I forgot to put my glasses on. Don't want the government to fuck with my brain. Ah, the blue light's serious, man. Blue light. It's really
It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's really
It's
sad that
crazy.
and
It's
Vegas.
crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm watching the teacher. And of course, my son is sit beside me and he's behaving himself. Probably he was running around too, right? So my son is like sitting up proper and taking notes. And that's why I was like, how did my son get a C in your class? And we lost one.
But at least you took the initiative and showed up because a lot of parents would have just accepted the fact that their child got a passing grade and kept it moving. And not because it's not even so much a lot of parents would have done it. A lot of parents, unfortunately, because I do want to say this because I don't want to make it seem like I am not aware of what's really happening,
Right.
right? I'm not far removed. So a lot of parents don't have the education themselves to even help with math homework because of systemic things, right?
Generational
A lot of
ignorance.
parents,
And that's
exactly.
that
A
that's
lot
your
of
quote,
parents
generational ignorance.
And a lot of parents don't have the time because of capitalism and they have to work more than one job or have more than one child, or there's only one parent in the
Right.
house that's really doing things alone. So the C would be the C with no, oh, your child, no note saying your child is disruptive or blah, blah, blah. That's a
That's
win.
a win, right.
Parents, that's a win. Parents are taking what they can get, especially with young black boys in high school. A single parent, an overwhelmed and overworked single parent, probably would look at that C and say, all right, well, if you need help, let the teacher know, or, try better next time, or, oh, that C is probably an improvement from him skipping the class
Right.
altogether.
Right. Yeah, it was
And that's just
yeah, that school
crazy.
was a zoo.
What school was it?
It's off of Galvin Boulevard.
I don't know. I don't know any schools. I bet you it was a zoo. It's probably
A
still a zoo.
zoo. And it was crazy. Like I would go to the goat school.
The gold
Ali, we
school.
call him the goat. The
Why?
greatest of all time. He's a Muhammad Ali fan.
I'm confused, but keep going. This is
So
intriguing. Is that keep
right.
going?
So we went to his school that he taught at, and I wanted my son to see a difference between a public school and a private school. And
Hmm.
basically, my son walked into the school and and you know what the first thing my son said? He goes, "None of these
What?
kids got lockers." I go, Of course they don't have lockers. Why would they have lockers? Everybody's rich. So ain't nobody gonna steal somebody's iPad because they all got the same iPad. They all got the same laptop. They all got the same Jordans. They all got the same True Religion jeans. But that stuff is not important, right? And I think
Right.
that's also bad for education is that when my son walked through the hallway of that private school, it's like 50 grand a year to go there. When my when my son
Okay.
was walking through the hallway and saw every single kid had a football locker where it's just there's no door, no padlock. It's
Right. It's just like a
a
cubby
cubby hole
hole.
with the
Right.
hook for their jacket. Their laptop is inside the cubby hole. Their iPad is there. Their change of shoes, they got their basketball Jordans,
Right.
and
Right.
and
Right.
and
Jim, it's
and
right there.
nobody touches it. It was really eye opening for my son to see that. And I go, this is the environment that you want to inspire to be. You don't want to be
Right.
in a public school environment,
Right. Because no one's breaking in your house when everyone has a nice house.
right? There's always the motherfuckers that ain't got a nice house that's breaking into your house,
Well, we can't say that anymore because predators will break into your house to be
right?
predatory. Um, but yeah, it's motherfuckers that want to break in.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
crazy.
It is crazy. It's definitely it's gonna be more of that, I think. Just like how they were saying what Jalen Green's mother's house got broken
Who's that?
into in Wellesley. Who's the black boy basketball player for the Celtics with the braids?
Jalen Brown. His house
Whatever.
got broken into.
His mother's in Wellesley, it got broken into the other day, and they think it's from the string of robberies that have been targeting athletes' houses. Because all those athletes live up like in the same little areas. Newton, Wellesley.
Oh wow, yeah. They broke into the mom's house when
Hmm.
she was
She was in the house, wasn't
I
she?
don't know if she was in the house, but they were away, so she was probably on the road.
Okay, right.
Nothing in the house was taken or disturbed.
Weird. I don't know who would be dumb enough to do something like that. Obviously, they have cameras.
Well, they do, but I guess it's just an organized crime ring that targets athletes' house. Oh wow. They hit Patrick Mahomes' house, Travis Kelsey's house, and Joe
Hmm.
Burrow's house has also been robbed. So they're just breaking into people's cribs because they
Hmm.
because they know the artist is the artist. Well, they know the athletes away on.
Right, away for games. It's crazy. People are hungry, man. People want this. They want what they want. I don't know. I mean, I think it's such a you break into someone's house, you steal their stuff, and you got to sell it on the black market. Like, how long does that take?
I don't know. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with this stuff?
I'm
Like,
not this.
you just go knock on someone's door and say, "Hey, you want to buy this?" Like, what is the game plan?
It's so funny. I was talking to my homie tonight, and we were talking about the dude that got killed in New York. The the CEO for the healthcare business. What
Yeah.
was that?
Why?
No, what was that? Some dude got shot by some dude.
Yeah, the United Healthcare CEO.
Oh, okay. So I was talking to my homie, and I just brought it up because I didn't know that he was in this line of work. And he's all like, "Yeah, they haven't paid me in a year." I go, "What do you mean?"
You see what I'm saying? I was telling you these people are Mickey
He said,
Flicky.
"Yeah."
And he was doing all that insider trading. I'm sorry. I'm just not really buying this Luigi story thing. You know what I mean? I just,
Yeah, he's all like, "Yeah, they owe me a
again,
year's worth of pay, and I call them for the
I believe
pay,
it.
and they haven't paid me in a year."
That's dirty
That is
work.
dirty fucking.
That's dirty work.
VO Customs has a shirt that said, once, what does it say? The only thing left to eat will be the rich.
That's a fact.
But
That is a
I don't
fact.
understand capitalism, right? So I always think like greed is bad business. So like, okay, so let's, and I guess it's just human nature. Okay, Elon Musk just made 200 billion in the last, since November 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you make all the money, then who the fuck is going to buy the product if your employees can't afford the product?
That's it. Credit. People are using Afterpay for groceries. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
I mean, my money right now is funny as fuck. And I always credit my dad for being a fucking prophet, man. Because my dad went to Detroit for a PPG painting seminar because he used to paint cars at Chrysler. And
Right.
Because every single car that came off the production line from Chrysler had to be repainted. Like all the brand new cars had to be repainted.
Why?
Because what they will do is they'll put the car on the truck, and then by the time the truck made from Detroit to Boston, rock chips, bird doo-doo, acid rain, the cars would be all fucked up, right? So
I didn't even think. I'm thinking there's something wrong with the paint. It was like a bad batch. So you're talking about pollution.
basically just fucked the cars up. So all the new cars that would come into Chrysler and my dad's dealership, they had to respray them all to touch them up to then sell them to the consumer.
Right.
The hell is that? I don't know. I just heard probably a ghost in the house, or maybe
there might
maybe
be.
it was the government saying I'm talking too much.
Listen, it's definitely not the government. The government is asleep.
The government's asleep.
The government has dementia. Did you see that about Biden? How he's had dementia for a long time and everyone knew?
Well, yeah, I mean, we all knew that. So they flew all the painters from all the car dealerships out to Detroit. And basically what they say they're going to do now is they're going to take the cars, they're going to dip them in a paint, put the cars in an oven, and bake the paint on, and then cover it with like a protective layer. And there was all robots doing it, right?
Oh, I can see that. Very
so my dad stands up in the middle of the conference. It had to be like, I don't know, like 3,000 people there. My dad stood up and said, if the robots are painting the cars, who's going to buy them? And the stuffy white guy at the podium was all like, what do you mean by that, you silly black boy? My dad's all like, if the robots are painting the cars, a lot of the cars are being bought at the dealerships or by the employees. If you're getting rid of the painters at the dealership,
who's going to have the money,
to buy the car? And everybody looked at my dad like he was crazy. He's right.
He's right.
Yeah, I know you want to sell more cars, and I know you want to make cars more efficient, and you don't want to pay my dad. But if you're paying my dad the big bucks, he's going to send me to a good school. He's going to be able to buy more groceries. So it's like,
he's going to have a better quality of life, thus making him a happier employee to be more productive and handle the bottom line of your business. But greed and ego is what fucks up capitalism.
Right.
And any other thing, right? Greed and ego. Every adult, once you reach a certain age, you have to kill your ego. You have to. You can't be successful with a big ego. I mean, you can, You'll be miserable. Nobody will like you, but it's not any way to live. If you know that you're great at something, just be great at it. You don't have to tell anyone that you're amazing at it or say, nobody cares. Nobody cares, especially when there are mediocre people who suck and make more money than the greatest.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
cares.
it's I don't know. It's just a crazy dynamic.
It's correct. I remember, I'll never forget, there was this white girl in the clubs back in the day. She would float between centerfolds. And I think sometimes she would work at Betty's, but Joe didn't really like thick, plus size girls like that.
Right.
Um, and she worked at centerfolds. And I mean, she was a plus sized girly. She was not ugly at all because plus size does not equate
Right.
ugly. And she was plain Jane, though. She could not dance to save her
Oh my
life.
God.
And we're talking about, but that it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Let me tell you why it didn't matter. And we're talking about the early 2000s. So size inclusivity wasn't even a thing in the early 2000s. Like BBLs weren't even a thing. Like there was still supermodels running around. You know what I mean? Like being slender with a little round booty or
Right.
something. And yeah, that was still in style. And she was a plus size stripper. And let me tell you something, that girl would make more money than the fakest breast. Then she made more money than me. She made more money than all of us. She would clean up around us. Her node, she would. She had, first of all, men loved her. And she was the nicest person. She was so nice, so sweet. And the guys just ate her up. They just loved her little sweet plus size self because I was the only black girl in my 20s and thought I was amazing. So listen, you already know my attitude was stank and
Right.
rank. I was not trying to be bothered. And then you take the other girl, you take the Brazilian girls with the fake tits, and then you take the white girls with the fake tits. She would clean up around us. She had a great personality, and guys found her size to be relatable. She made tons of money,
It's crazy.
tons. Very sweet. And she would put her little schoolgirl outfit on, and the guys would just eat her up.
It was just she had no ego. She had no ego. She was just a beautiful person.
Yeah, no ego whatsoever. None. None whatsoever. She should have really beat all of us up because we were all rude. But
I don't know. I don't know. Ego
poor
gets in the
thing.
way of a lot of shit.
Ego gets in the way of so much stuff. So much stuff. So much stuff. Got to get rid of the ego. Have to. Because it's not even that deep. It's like, doesn't even matter. Nobody cares. Nobody. Everyone's trying to sell something. Just scroll on TikTok. Everyone is trying to sell the same thing. If I see someone trying to sell that knockoff um, Brazilian perfume or that damn cheese grater, one more everyone. That's the funny thing about TikTok. Everyone is trying to earn a commission off of the same products, which is very indicative of life. Everyone is trying to earn commission off the same shit.
Crazy.
It is absolutely insane. It really is. It's like, what's it really all for? Nothing matters. Stay true to who you know yourself to be and screw the rest. It is what it is. Until Elon makes a deal with the people on Mars and then He invites all his cousins down. I'm convinced that that man is from another planet. Did you see his mama?
No.
His mother she looks like, first of all, she is white. And I don't mean like obviously she's white. I have never seen a person with skin that is the color of stock paint on an apartment wall. This woman is alabaster. Look at her. Is that not the whitest person you've ever seen in your life? Doesn't she look like the Hunger Games lady?
Yes.
She is not of this earth. Look at that. What is that? What is that? Look at her. She looks like she was beamed down from if look at that. Doesn't What movie was it where it was like the robot and the robot would have they would put like skin over it? It would like what is that? One of those Terminator movies?
I don't even know. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's from this world.
She doesn't. She doesn't look human. She looks like a droid with a very like a 3D layer of epidermis over it or something. She looks evil. She looks like she would sell her unwanted children. That's crazy.
What's her nationality?
And why? How old is she?
76.
That's it. How old is Elon?
Probably our age.
Elon is not no 45, child. Elon has to be 50 something.
He's probably my age. He's probably 50.
He is a scary person. I'm sorry to say. I wonder if that girl's really going to have his baby.
He has about 100 kids.
No, there's another. He's recruiting another woman, and she said that she's down for it to have his next child.
Yes, 50. He's 53 years old. He's older than me.
Yeah, he's a scary person. He's not somebody that you want to mess around with. He looks like he locks bitches in closets. I don't like that. He is very scary. He's the guy in your reoccurring nightmares. He is. You know, you have to reoccurring nightmares. But look at his eyes. Look at the eyes, though. Those are eyes of reoccurring nightmare people. He's a reoccurring nightmare guy.
I mean, can we say that? We just gave him $8 today.
Absolutely. He owes you $8. Maybe he'll give it to us in his. He's like Freddy, the real life Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, Elon Musk is. Elon
Musk is the real life Freddy Krueger, and Donald Trump is Willy Wonka from the Chocolate Factory because he's a menace.
Yeah, Donald Trump is.
So we have Willy Wonka as the president, and Freddy Krueger as his best friend. Imagine.
Hey, I'm hungry.
What a combination!
I'm hungry. Let me play some. What are we gonna play?
You're always hungry.
I'm starving. Let me see what we got here. We got a little.
Are we on TikTok?
We're on TikTok. We're on all three. We're on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram and YouTube.
To that girl that posted her mama making that turkey.
All right, hold on a second. I got to get something. We're gonna play some Jackal on the go.
Oh, yeah. Let's play some
Jackal. Hold on a second here. Here it is. Hottest tune right now in Jamaica. The video just dropped. You're listening to Terrestrial Paradise with Vegas and Bobby.
Temperature rising, a lot of bullets is flying. Leonidas and Gladiator, nigga, we swinging iron. Sent him home in a bag, he was so defiant. I was tempted to let the machete chop him like a client. I've been in my zone, they keep asking me what's going on. I've been on the phone, bro, I got my money on go. My money on go. My killers on go. My killers on go. Tombstone casket closed, I'm pallbearing. Hungry niggas take half your load for your earrings. We been getting massive dough, it's so apparent. Cross the border, got that white girl flipping, we call it Karen. 876 what I rep. Now that I'm in, I'ma have a Benny the Butcher effect. Yeah, Luho Jackal sneakers, that's my foot on they necks. Every time you see me moving, got some shooters with straps. Begging me, BOJ, please let me go fly it back. If I sick 'em on you, that's a bullet ahead. I just bought my shooter a Benz and a plain Jane, you probably would've used it to flex. I've been in my zone, they keep asking me what's going on. I've been on the phone, bro, I got my money on go. My money on go, my killers on go. My killers on go. I've been in my zone, they keep asking me what's going on. I've been on the phone, bro, I got my money on go. My money on go, my killers on go. My killers on go. Put a track on that nigga, find his location. Bad doctor about my digits, I got no patience. Fiends get to twitching when that cocaine hits. My dog told me that's his mom, but it don't change shit. Put a track on that nigga, find his location. Bad doctor about my digits, I got no patience. Fiends get to twitching when that cocaine hits. My dog told me that's his mom. Yo, homie, you can't keep serving my moms like that, bro. What you doing? Don't be bringing that to me, dog. She gon' get high regardless, and you rather me serving her than somebody else. Cause you my dog, so I ain't gonna be having your mom sucking my dick. I ain't gonna be taking the food out the house or nothing like that. You
Oh my
feel me?
God.
So I've been in my zone,
This is
keep asking me what's
explicit.
going on. I've been on the phone, bro. I got my money on go. My money on go. My killers on go.
That's crazy.
My killers on go.
Did you hear that?
That's Jackal on the go.
Listen,
Hottest
let me
song right
tell
now
you
in
something.
Jamaica. Don't forget to goggles. Yo, we out here. Let's go.
Listen, we need to have a talk with Jackal.
Why would happen?
I was vibing, and then he got to bring people's mothers into it.
Oh yeah, I guess he's selling a pack to the dude's mom, but he wants the dude to know that I'm not gonna let your mom
Be on your penis.
yeah,
I get it.
and steal
I get
food
it.
out of the house. So it's better that your mom buy the
Right.
Coke for me than anybody else.
Listen. It's just a little cocaine. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. Now, if it was the other stuff, that's a different story. But little powder.
Let's take a lunch break. We got G Mafia. Hottest song right now in London. Blowing up the BBC. My brother, Vegas's brother, G Mafia.
You know, we can't team because we're wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know.
Oh my God.
Make them know this. Brother the Benz are the brother the rim. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me thing. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls up in surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Dutch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Yeah, action pack we no storyteller. Style them different, no we no popular. Clips off the load when no roll with killer. If I no girls and money then a jokes we inner. Some boy a beginner, we are the winner. Roll with the spinner when me on for the dinner. Your gal get pick up when me roll up in the beamer. Thick fat Kyle and liquor. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. No boy can't hurt us. Dutch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Brother the Benz are the brother the rim. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me thing. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up, money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Dutch road, we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt.
How's the TikTok looking?
We a flip the gal them skirt first.
Okay, got it.
What time? Oh my God, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I told you that you had me up past my damn bedtime. Do you know how old I am? I cannot be in the streets causing riffraff and giving, talking about crazy things. I would be watching old episodes of Cheers or Will and Grace. About to have a little siesta.
Ooh,
Yeah,
little
Elon is a
Hershey's
scary
chocolate.
man there.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. It's a classic. You can never go wrong with the Hershey's bar. Listen, I don't want no smoke with Elon Musk at all.
I mean, we just got put on this platform.
I don't want
Definitely don't want
no smoke. I don't want no smoke for the next 4 years. I think the best thing for people to do is to just lay low. Like Whitney said, everybody just lay low. Lay
Yeah,
low.
I think the next 4 years everybody needs to. I think the next
Really?
4 years is lay low, stay out of political arguments with your friends and loved ones. If you're happy Trump won, keep it to yourself. If you're pissed off that Trump lost, keep it to yourself. And I think I think the country's gonna run. Because let me tell you something right now. When Obama got elected, everybody was super happy. Everybody had hope. Everybody had this enthusiasm when Obama got elected. And everybody was happy.
Right.
Especially black people.
Black people, right. Until they weren't.
Right. 2 months in. Right. 2 months in, they're like, why the fuck we vote for this nigga?
Listen.
But let me tell you something right now. Donald Trump, so people that I used to call my friends,
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak to them anymore since November 6th. I don't know. It seems since November 6th, female friends and male friends I used to speak to all the time, after the election, I just stopped talking to them.
Were they Trump supporters?
I don't know. They just
They're probably depressed.
Right. The phone calls just stopped. All my friends and family members that is like, yo, I want to get to the bag. Everybody who wants to get to the bag, I'm speaking to every day. Because it seems that people are saying, you know what?
Fuck it.
I got to get my shit together and I got to make some money.
Yeah. Right.
And
I don't have, like, why not?
Right. And I don't have time to speak to a lot of my female friends. I don't even talk to them anymore. They're like, I don't know. They just, because we should just talk about bullshit. We never really talked about no real shit.
Right.
But people who wants to get to the bag, or people who have vision and people who have dreams and people's trying to make this shit work, I'm talking to them every day.
Right. And the thing for me is, it's like, if you can't take anything away from this election, and life is fleeting, right? So we never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But that Willy Wonka mofo had a vision. He told everybody. He told his friends, who really aren't his friends. They're just people that are around him because he's powerful or connected with whatever, right?
Fucking king. That's the fucking king.
And let me tell you something. He had a vision and he executed that vision. Doesn't matter how he did it. He did it crooked. We all know that, right? But it's my belief that because he has powerful, connected, rich friends, that he called them up and was like, listen, in his crazy Willy Wonka way, I'm going to be the next president. And they were probably like, yeah, get off of my line. And he was just like, this is what you're going to do. I don't care what seats you have to move. I don't care what states you have to do and what states or whatever, but you need to make sure that I get that. And I'll make sure that you get this. And this is what we're going to do. So if anyone can take anything away from it, it's like, yo, get your circle up. Call up your people that can do shit and say, listen, I want to do this, that, or that. Because at this point, just try. If the world is going to go to hell in a handbasket, you can still try. You want to die not trying, or you want to die trying? What did 50 Cent say? Get rich or die trying.
You're right. Like even today, like remember I was telling you my motorcycle friend that I've been trying to contact, and he didn't answer his phone, and then today he just answers his phone. Like everybody that's trying to get money, and everybody that is focused, and everybody that's saying the same exact shit. We need to build a community.
Yeah.
We need to do the online, also offline.
Yeah.
You're saying that
people
every
are ready
day.
to go back outside every day. People need to go back outside. People want to see, and one thing that people need right now more than anything is entertainment. People want to laugh. Motherfuckers are depressed.
Right.
People have anxiety.
Right.
Everyone's on a cocktail of antidepressants. People need to laugh. People need to know that it's not the end of the world. Like the world has survived way worse dictators than Willy Wonka.
And you got to understand too.
That's a fact.
I think what black people got to understand too. If white people could have survived 8 years of Obama, because white people hate.
They were so upset.
White people was upset.
But this is not Obama. This is not Obama. This is far worse. I mean, these people are diabolical.
I mean, for white people,
they're diabolical.
For white people having a black president, that was like worse than black people having Trump.
They were safe. But they were safe. But see, the thing is this. A young girl, and this is, I love young people sometimes because some of their takes is real serious. So a young girl was on TikTok today and she goes, so all the poor people are black now.
Really?
And then she starts to break down. Yeah, she started to break down how poverty, people who are poor, are basically about to be treated in the same way systemically as black people, because obviously it's always going to be racial, right? But it's a caste system too. It's about to be a class system. It's a class system, because you can even say that in the black community, there is a class system. I mean, seriously, look at the diaspora wars. You can't tell a Nigerian that they're not better than every kind of black person that ever existed.
Right.
Shout out to my Nigerians. I love y'all. But we could take away something from them, because let me tell you something. Nigerians get to the bag.
They get to the bag.
They get to the education. They get to the bag. First of all, their parents would sooner dip their children in a prayer bath of fire and holy water before they act a fool.
Right.
Out here in these streets.
Right.
So, you don't really have a choice. After you become a lawyer, doctor, or a spicy engineer, you can then maybe pursue to be your own thing when you're 60. Like they don't play that. So it's, it's a class system. It really is. It really, really is. It's one of those things where it's like, another TikTok post. It's your fault. I'm all over TikTok. The girl was like, and I say it all the time. I always say, and I shouldn't. It's not nice, but I'm almost 50, so I'm gonna say what I want. Tell the truth to shame the devil. There's a difference between black people and niggas.
A huge difference.
It's just there's a difference. And the girl on TikTok was like, "Oh, remember that liquor?" You could tell she's real young. She was like, "Remember that liquor, Cristal, and how we had to stop drinking it?" And I was thinking in my head, like, "Girl, ain't nobody stopped drinking Cristal." She was like, "Yeah, because the Cristal guy said he doesn't want us drinking it." In my head, I said, "Baby, he didn't want y'all niggas
You don't want
drinking
y'all
it.
niggas
I'm
drink.
okay. He didn't want y'all drinking it." And I was like, "You know what, Victoria, that's not nice. He didn't want you drinking it either." But you know how many bottles of Cristal I bust down in my day? I need to put that back in the repertoire
Yeah, I mean,
because it's actually one champagne that is delicious.
I mean, does the owner of Cristal want now? I mean,
I don't think he cares now.
but let's think about it, right? So let's just say the Jay-Z allegations are true.
Okay.
Let's say, I mean, let's go. Let's play conspiracy theorists here, because
Okay. Allegedly. Let's say they're allegedly
let's say
true. Okay, let's
Jay-Z,
say that. Let's say.
these cases
Hypothetically.
they're real. Was the motherfucker
Okay,
from
let's
Chris?
see. What happened?
Was the motherfucker from Cristal wrong to say he didn't want Jay-Z drinking his shit?
I mean, let's be honest. You know what? We can't say anything. We can't even say anything. He doesn't, the owner of Cristal doesn't have room to tell anyone who cannot or who can or who cannot drink his product. Because if it's supposed to be such a royal champagne, Epstein and all his merry, raggedy, grapey friends were drinking it.
Yeah, but they're
So how come they, you know what I mean? Like
the skin tone, you know, they're white. So I mean, yeah, I mean, in a
exactly, but they're still raggedy is raggedy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean,
Look,
raggedy's
trailer
not
park in the
raggedy.
hood ain't that bad. You know what I mean?
You know, raggedy's not raggedy. You know that. But
they're the Cristal people. But let me tell you.
But let me tell you something right now.
If Prince Andrew and them
Hey,
don't get it, if he don't say sorry,
I,
that he let Prince Andrew get it.
I understand. I understand what you're saying 100%. But if the allegations from Jay-Z is true, Cristal, and even if they're not true, the fact that he's even wrapped up in this scandal, you can't be.
Well, he's gonna get a lot of people are gonna get wrapped up.
I know, but this is a huge. He could say the owner of Cristal, if he had to go on a public court, right? And Jay-Z allegedly is found guilty, which I don't want anybody going to jail, even if they do something bad or not, because jail is not but because everybody's close to jail. Every human being is this close to jail. Every human being is this close. So all you people on the high horse, you're this close to fucking going to jail tomorrow for life.
For crazy
shit, right? Some motherfucker.
Watch your taxes. Make sure it doesn't look like mortgage fraud, because you never know.
You fucking. Hopefully, you put salt down on the sidewalk. Motherfucker come and bust their ass on your fucking front step and kill himself during Christmas. Yeah, you fucked. You going to jail, but he might have a point. This is gonna be a good thing to see how it plays out. Like, he could honestly say, yeah, I always knew that them black boys were funky.
I don't think that he came out of his office or his, his French chateau to even know any of them. He was just talking crazy.
I mean, think about it though, right? If you're a legacy brand like Cristal, would you want Jay-Z drinking it?
Yeah.
Not me.
Old Jay-Z, new Jay-Z, I don't care who.
No, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want.
If the allegations are true, no, I mean, I want the dollars. So drink it.
Yeah, but
So what? I drank it.
Yeah.
I drank it in a strip club with strangers naked.
Yeah, but that's different.
Delicious.
That's different.
How was that different?
Because
he wouldn't want me drinking it or my ilk.
No, because French people are into sex, and
Oh, they love naked.
They
women,
love
right?
naked
That's
women.
True. That's true.
They
French movies, yeah, they love all that.
They love that.
That's just Puritan America.
Yeah, I mean French people.
They love that.
The French invented the blowjob. I mean,
no, they did not. They did. Who told you that?
Oh yeah,
who told
French
you
people
that?
invented the blowjob? Fellatio? Who invented the blowjob?
You have no idea.
I'm telling you, I think French people invented the blowjob.
You can't Google something like that. This is ridiculous, and my dumb behind is over here Googling it, like it was invented. Come on, this is crazy. I don't even know why I go down this rabbit hole with you because this is dumb.
The history of oral.
It really is.
The history of oral sex.
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, there it is.
The Hebrews, the Greeks.
Nope.
The Kama Sutra manuals.
The fucking Egyptians.
Okay.
There it is. It's always black people.
Don't tell the Egyptians that. They'll be very excited.
They'll be very excited. But yeah, oh yeah,
they'll be very excited.
Yeah, they used to do.
What do you mean?
Yeah, all right. But from fellatio's ancient roots. Oh, that's why it's called fellatio?
Why is it called fellatio?
The history of oral sex from.
You see how this show just takes a complete turn?
Oh yeah, this show just went fucking off the rails real quick.
How did we go? How did we get here?
I don't even know.
Honestly.
I mean, the title of it is Soca in the City, and now we're talking about the history of oral sex, ancient roots to the modern blowjob. Yep, that's right. Oral sex wasn't actually popularized in the 70s. It was a long, rich history that dates back thousands of years. Let's dive in, shall we? Ancient sex times. Art depicting.
It was definitely not invented in the 70s because Nancy Reagan was busting it down for a real white boy in all the theaters. I mean, all the film houses in Hollywood in the 50s?
Yeah, art depicted sexual acts has been found around the globe, left behind by the countless ancient peoples and dating back thousands of years. Author and scholar told Solon in 2000 that the first clear real trace of fellatio are from ancient Egypt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Every Egyptian's going to want to fucking find out where I live and cut my head off. Or start.
Probably because a lot of them are Muslims. Yeah. So you need to really stop talking about highly religious people. Like
I know, right? I'm just fucking. It's Yahoo News. It's the fucking.
Who wrote that article? Listen, if anyone has a complaint, please refer to the author of the article on Yahoo News.
It was written by Anna Schwartz.
Yeah, so look her up. Look up Schwartz.
That'd be funny if she's Jewish.
That's a great idea. You think? That's exactly what that is. Let's see. All right. You've kept me up far too long. We have to come to the people tomorrow and inform them about why they shouldn't stress out during Christmas.
No, I'm stressed out during fucking Christmas.
Why?
I got a lot of shit going on.
Well, I know why that part, but don't let Christmas stress you out.
No, Christmas doesn't.
Christmas is.
Yeah, Christmas doesn't stress me out at all.
Yeah, people let Christmas stress them out. Christmas shouldn't stress out.
No, if you ain't got it, you ain't fucking. If you ain't got it, you ain't fucking got it. And that's it.
Like,
and that's the end of that.
That's the end of that.
All right.
I'm so happy I don't have to be out in the street buying presents. Oh,
fucking nightmare.
It just seems like one. It just seems like I had a friend tell me that they went to rent them yesterday. I was like, oh, You poor thing. Why?
This is a rough.
Order on
This is a
Amazon.
rough Christmas for everybody because on our archway, it was like from the bottom of the archway up 6 feet, across 6 feet, and down 6 feet was filled with fucking Christmas cards. Everybody in their fucking matching pajamas. This year,
Where is this?
well, all of our friends send us their fucking Christmas cards.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, all of our friends, like my friends, we send each other Christmas cards.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are we that old? Are we Christmas card old?
Yeah, we're Christmas cards. We send out fucking Christmas cards to everybody.
I have absolutely no one that I would. What do you? And then I'm supposed to print these things out and expect. What do you do with them?
Like our Christmas cards. So our first Christmas card was the Last Supper.
Well, you're a photographer. It's different. I'm not doing all that. I'm not. And then you got to get. I keep my stamps for import. I think I've had the same book of stamps in my wallet for a year, but I always keep a stamp.
Yeah, our first Christmas card was the Last Supper. The wife was Jesus.
I'm done with
I
y'all.
was Judas.
Of course.
The baby, she was Moses. We put her in a basket. Right? Because is it Moses or Abraham that was pushed down the
Whose idea was this?
mine? And we made it modern. So we had pizza to depict Rome, and we had cannolis. And in the window,
I am crying.
Oh, you got to see the photo's crazy. And then the window, so when we got the picture back from D. Irvin, because we hired D. Irvin to take the photo, he took the photo. Our window that was behind us, you could see out into the backyard. I said, no. I got to go and find Jerusalem. So I went and I found a drawing of Jerusalem. This was crazy, right? This was like,
you have to send me this picture.
This was like 4 years ago, right? And I was looking for a picture of Jerusalem, and it was so hard to find a picture of Jerusalem that didn't have people fighting.
You didn't just say like ancient Jerusalem.
It was crazy. It's like every picture I found of Jerusalem, there were people yelling and screaming at each other. So I said, what the fuck? There isn't one good picture of Jerusalem. So what I found was a painting of Jerusalem. So I put the painting of Jerusalem in the window frame so it looked like a mural. So
that's crazy.
So it's the Last Supper with the mural of Jerusalem on the background.
Her family must think you are insane.
Yeah, that was a fucking hit. And then the following year we all dressed up in construction outfits and we went to the house and everybody was like working on the chop saw and sweeping and fucking measuring. Yeah, our Christmas card production runs about $300 to $400.
What?
Yeah. Our Christmas card production, because then we got to print out. I think we mail out like, I don't know, 700 cards or some shit.
Oh, where?
All over the fucking world. All over. Basically, it's just a way to promote my photography to everybody.
So you do business contacts too, clearly.
So basically what it is it's a Christmas card, but it's like,
Yeah.
And
business.
Yeah, business.
Right. Got it. Because I'm like,
but everybody else that we get from all of friends, if you guys see this, I'm not shitting on your Christmas card, but it's just everybody at a pumpkin patch.
Right.
So
I'm not Christmas carded. I don't know. Maybe I will one day. But listen, I don't.
So, like I said, it was
I'm so
the
over
arch in our house
Christmas.
goes up 6 feet, goes across 6 feet, no, probably 8 feet, right, and comes down, and it was filled with Christmas
Mhm.
cards from everybody. This year, we've only got like 6.
Damn.
And this is how you know. This is how you know that shit's fucked up. Because think
People
about
just
it,
aren't
you got to
paying
hire a photographer, right? Even on the low end is going to cost you $100. And then you got to go, and then
Right.
you got to go and fucking get it printed out at Snapfish. That could run you $100.
Or CVS. Right. Wherever
Right.
people go.
And then you got to buy fucking 100 stamps. So it's a fucking
It's a process.
process.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing it.
And then you're there licking fucking envelopes. It's disgusting. My tongue tastes like shit for 2 weeks after licking all these envelopes.
Why didn't you just get a paper towel and a little thing of water and dab it?
Because I don't want the envelope to get too wet to damage the card, because the card,
It wouldn't. You just use a little brush.
yeah, I guess so. But the card is double-sided. We get double-sided rounded cards.
Oh Lord.
So we say our piece on the, and then we always we flip the cards upside down.
Okay.
So when you
got
open
it.
up the card, it just says Merry Christmas. And then you turn it, and then you see this fucking great work of art. Like what's behind us? God in the Garden of Eden with women naked.
Oh my God.
Is what it is.
Okay, I've had it with
That's
you
it.
today. I can't.
That is it.
I can't, people. This is way past my bedtime. This is not my golden hour. I'm a morning person.
Yeah. So this is it. Oh boy.
Yeah, no Christmas cards. 2025 is coming.
2025 is coming.
And that's
That's
it.
it.
It is
It
what
is what it is. All right, man. Look,
That's how she is.
see you tomorrow morning. No.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be here.
Not see you tomorrow. See you in about
Yeah.
see you in about fucking 5 hours.
Yeah,
Mm.
perfect.
We're gonna leave with a little G Mafia.
We should.
We should.
Yo, Fusion.
Yo.
All right, good night.
Long time.
We no regular.
Never.
Night,
No
night.
more style, you know.
Yeah. What?
You know we can't tame because we wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know.
Brother the Benz, the brother the ring. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me thing. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wing. You have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants that. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me, cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt.
That's the new G Mafia. Please request it if you're living in London. Fuck it. If you live anywhere in the world, call the BBC. Keep up playing this song. This song's climbing up the charts right now, and you heard it here first. You heard Jackal on the Go. Big song in Jamaica. Climbing the charts. G Mafia. Climbing the charts. BBC. Heavy rotation. We talk a lot of shit, but we break records. I love you guys. Don't stress over Christmas. If you got it,